No, it's still not good. Anyway. I managed to puncture my tyre. Just turn this one here. You can see it. I'm telling you, my finger's in it. I don't think you've seen my fancy new bell carrier that I made, but I managed to run over it. I see some design improvements that could be made. Here's the old tyre. It wasn't in brilliant shape, but it was holding air plenty good enough. I think that its days of service on the trailer is over. I may have been able to put a getter in there. Being me, I probably would have preferred it, but I didn't. It was a small gash. It's a 16-inch rim. I've got an old tyre off a pickup here. That one's 30-inch outer diameter. This is 28, so we've got about an inch lower on this side. It's not terrible, but I would have preferred. I got another tyre there. I wanted to put that on, and the tyre boy went, "I'm not putting that on." Like, fine. I wasn't really asking him to put it on. I was asking for a tube, but still, it'll be fine. This year's in way better. What's an inch further down? It's not going to wear that much. And this rubber is good, so I may have to lift that up a bit. I'm going to have to go get some grease. I don't know where the grease is. Brother's probably snatched it. Snatched my brother's grease pump. Fine. 12 bolts on Ferguson trailer. Don't know what the idea was there. 8 or even 6 probably would have been fine. I think maybe some bright spark footage would be, I don't know, easier to do. Wouldn't matter so much if you feared a bolt or so. Somebody thought it was a good idea. It's not working bad, just finger wings, come on! Hello there, wish you were in there. What do you need? Real home lad. Why are you doing it? What for that? This is not a good way to do it. Is it not? No. You would not think so? No. Why is it not a good way of doing it? Because it goes on it wobbles on the threads. and you should be able to just push on the thing and it'll free spin until it tightens.
Well, that ain't happening. So.
Put some grease on it then! My daddy made grease. Is that my socket set?
No.
Is it really not?
Not temporarily.
Really?
Temporarily.
Cunt face. Well, son, didn't go out quietly. I got an owie. I'm a bit upset about that. But the wheel's on. She's looking good. So we can go back to whatever other fuckery we were up to. No good. Hey, let's take a look in what's in the trailer. I appreciate that you cannot see the full scope of what's inside the trailer. But we got most of the mill loader. We got a roll crop tire under this pallet. A sledgehammer that I managed to finally put a handle on a couple of weeks ago. It might have been over a month ago now. Flipping things happen so slowly and I can't remember. Or mill loader. I got a shortened one. It's a mill H. I think that's a HD. And this is a H. Maybe. Doesn't matter. That one there is shortened and has spikes in it. The one on the tractor. So that you can lift big heavy bales. And this one has a muck fork on it. This one's a bit rotten. But it's better than all the other partial frames I had. So I'm gonna put a new pipe across the front and touch it up. And we'll be able to tidy one or two of the sheds a bit easier because the rear end loader is wonderful, great, alright, especially now that I fixed my hydraulics, which I'll show at some point if I haven't already. Great, but you don't have much traction and you don't have as much weight counteracting it as well. Now you can put front weight on. I've got a front loader on, so you know, not too bad. Traction still a problem. If I could weight the tires, but I don't want to put fluid in the tires. Not yet, maybe, but not yet. So you try and reverse into some of these sheds. I got one shed now that needs cleaning out. It's too wet outside. There's a slope up into the shed, and the manure's too hard, and so it just skids out, and you barely get into it. And then you try and pick up, and it falls through and does wheelies instead of what do you call it? Now, granted, I did try that when the hydraulics were bad, but you know, just how everything was buckling and it just wasn't working. Front loader, well, I can have plenty of ballast on the back, so when I'm driving into it, I got more traction. Also, I'm going forward, so the grip's working properly. I got more traction. I can lift a bit higher. It's less taking implements on and off. It's probably gonna be much better. That doesn't mean that I won't use a rear end loader. I might, but I can see, you know, I do want a front loader. So I got one on the tractor, and then I gotta make this arm tidy enough that I can sort it. And I got both sides are alright. Bit bent. Gas main company went through it. So, you know, pushed it out of the way with a digger or whatever, maybe a high Mac, I don't know. Pushed it out of the way with a digger and bent it up and broke it a bit. Doesn't matter what's broken. How it's broken was gonna break anyway, so that's not too bad. And the T-bits here on the bottom bent a bit. If I can't bend it back, it'll probably be fine. Sut nhw hadlan a bach o sbwrangen. Mae quails yn cerdded yn y background ma. Dwsin o roscob. Cadw ar ein I gyd i'n un androd. Ond os allai gael batch mae tyddi'n o reit neu batch arall a neu meddwl y beth ti'n neud e'n commercial neu fforso nhw ar yr cymdogion. Na ni. Dwsin o bois fach. 3x4 box fach. Di gweithio arno pallet sort of. Mae'n o reit da fi. Cardboard ar y lining a weld mesh ar y difas. So fi'n gobeithio deith dim llygod mewn ma. Ond na ni, gyda gobeith. So fi eto nhw. I'll do this in English, seeing as the rest of the videos in English. Here's my quail. I'm down to 2. They've been out the last several days. I checked them last night. Last brown one. Deader under the box here. Another rat's made its way in, so I've patched that up, filled it with concrete. I need to do the whole flushing, but no good. I've also filled in the last hole. I might zoom in on that. I see. And there it is. Filled in the last hole. Filled in the last hole with concrete as well. That was the one they were coming in through before to kill the bastards. Got lots of water on the floor. I'll tidy it up sometime. So we got a dozen chicks. You can see better than on the last video, I hope. Had these a couple of days now. And these damn roast chicks eating all the feed, all of it. I only just gave them feed thinking 10 minutes ago. And not very long before that either. But you gotta be careful with these, they do eat themselves to death, so them running about. Ah, how cute. Baby cute in a roast, they will. But we're having a bit of troubles with rats here. Hopefully I'm going to be able to keep them out enough so that these chicks don't get eaten. So that would be bloody annoying. They were £2 a chick, so that's up to £24. And it's going to be a lot more feed. But yeah, enough about that. Water's gotten a bit shit-filled now. I'll just tip the worst of it out and put it back down there. So what cars are like. I'll probably have an update on it. This type of thing's a bit of a work in progress. I'm working on a bigger brooder, and hopefully we'll get up to a bit more capacity in a few weeks, so maybe that next month I can get a few more dozen roast and other, and maybe incubating some eggs again. Try and make a bit of what do you call it, because my local supplier doesn't want to sell day old. I don't think he wants to sell a lot of day old layers. As well, I've spoken with him about things. It's looking as though I may just be on the egg finding path for now, because buying point of lay is going to be far too expensive. It's a lump sum, isn't it? So, you know, £9 a bird, and I want to end up with 3 dozen. Not looking at I'm not interested in point of lay. I may not save a lot of money doing it myself, not for the few first years maybe, but I'll get some practice, and there we are. So we got some chicks. Piglets are on the way. Slowly but surely we'll be seeing spring on my side of things.